Hello, everyone, and welcome to Artemisia Academy's channel. My name is Emily Watson. I'm the director of Artemisia Academy. I'm so excited to be jumping on today and speaking about some really important stuff at the very start of the new year. Sorry to start off a little abruptly here, but we have some serious fires going on in the greater Southern California region, if you guys don't know. And I wanted to reach out and start off the year by making sure our herbal community knows how to support everyone else in our community too. So if you guys are an herbalist, an herb nerd, an herbal enthusiast, please grab out your pens and papers. I want to make sure you guys have the know-how of how you guys can herbally support your friends and family members in need. And, yes, there's lots of physical things you guys can do, donate, give blankets and shelters and aid and money, whatever you guys can. But then, of course, for herbalists, we have some extra tools in our toolkit to really help people through this season too. So first of all, I want to talk about some herbal aids for fire support. So if anyone's ever been through a fire, I want to just say my heart goes out to you guys. I know how devastating and how scary it can be. I've been evacuated multiple times per year for almost 6 or 7 years now. I know exactly the kind of traumatizing, excited, terrifying, everything that happens during that time. For people that have lost their homes, lost, people in the fire, again, I'm very sorry for your loss, and my heart goes out to everyone that's going through this right now, because it is definitely one of the biggest devastating fires I've seen in terms of shelters and homes burned. So our hearts with you guys. We want to take care of you guys, and we want to give you guys some support the best that we can. So some herbal remedies for fire support. I like to start off with things that'll help the lungs, help with congestion, the smoke damage, you name it. When you're around fires, even if you're not in the area, a lot of people are inhaling a lot of smoke right the moment. So one of my favorite go-to herbs is actually mullein. And so if you guys haven't used mullein before, mullein is a beautiful tall woods plant. It's a ground cover plant that ends up putting up one big spike every 2 years, and the leaves are about 2 feet long. And I like to say are like the world's best Charmin Ultra out there. It's like a really fuzzy, nice leaf to use in the woods. But mullein is a great herb for coughs, congestion, making a very simple tea out of it, just pouring hot water over the herbs, covering it, and letting it steep for 10 to 20 minutes. It's an easy way to help people start getting that congestion out of your lungs. Um, I also really like to use what we call demulcent herbs. So demulcent herbs are things that are soothing and moistening to the respiratory tract. And so two of my favorites are marshmallow. So marshmallow, or Althea officinalis. Marshmallow is when powdered, you can just add a little bit of water, cold or hot, mix it up and drink it. So I actually just use marshmallow powder, and you put a teaspoon in someone's water bottle and shake it up. And that's enough to help sort of moisten all the digestive, respiratory, open air surfaces, and really kind of bring some moisture back to these dried, wind-ridden areas. Another favorite is licorice, or Glycyrrhiza glabra. Licorice is fantastic. Not only is it demulcent and moistening, it's also an adaptogen, so it helps with stress, it helps with digestion, it helps with respiratory infections. It's a powerhouse herb. It shouldn't be taken for most people on, a lot of people on medications, but marshmallow is a little bit more mellow. That one can definitely be taken with the general public. For other sort of expectorant, lung coughing up stuff, if you guys don't have access to herbs in an apothecary, go to anyone's kitchen, open up their little kitchen cabinet with herbs and spices, and pull out your favorite Italian herbs. So thyme, oregano, sage, rosemary. Take a little half a teaspoon of each of those herbs, put it in a cup, pour some hot water on top, and put your head over and do a little sinus steam. And sometimes just doing that a couple of times a day clears things out, makes it so you can breathe easier. Definitely is calming and relaxing too. Gives you a little facial steam while you're at it, but it's definitely one of my go-tos. I give so many people this very easy, Italian herb sinus steam recipe for everything that people need in terms of respiratory support. So that's a really easy go-to. For immune support during this time, a lot of people already know about echinacea. Echinacea is not what I consider a everyday herb. It's when you need it. It's a big guns herb, meaning it's for the seasonal support, or for when your immune system is on fire, maybe from stress, or maybe from stuff in the air, or a combination of everything else. So Hey guys, thanks. Sam saying hi back to you guys. Really glad you guys are here. Thanks for jumping on. So echinacea root or leaf is both useful. You can use either one. I prefer to buy echinacea in powder form just because I can then mix it in any tea with any herb without having to boil water. You guys can use it however you like. Some people also get echinacea capsules. Those would work fabulous too. If people are going through like an immune deficiency time, like under a lot of stress during cold and flu season, this is a great time to take maybe a couple capsules 2 times a day, up to 4 capsules 3 or 4 times a day if someone's actually sick. So again, I don't use it for months on end, but just for a couple of weeks when people really need it, and it does help support them quite a bit. Lastly, thanks guys. I appreciate you guys too. Lastly, I like to say a couple of really easy go-tos for sore throats, especially if you are, getting a sore throat from breathing everything in, or you're on the verge of a cold, whatever. Fennel, so Phoeniculum vulgare. Fennel is one of my go-tos for sore throats and congestion, as well as sage. So any garden sage, or locally we have Salvia apiana is white sage. White sage is over harvested and endangered, so do not harvest it yourself, but you can definitely buy it from other people that wild, that grow it organically. Or you can get our purple or black sage. Those are much more common, much safer to harvest. Or again, like I said, the garden sage, or just the sage in someone's kitchen cupboard, that works fine. So fennel and sage together, not only does it make a really great like a sausage, Italian sausage recipe, but it also makes a really great tea for sore throats. And then the last one on the list is, if anyone's going through a lot of stress during this time, which I think everyone is, then you need what we call nervines, or nervous system supporting teas. So basic things like chamomile, mint, those do fabulous. Like whatever you have on hand, please use it. Anything that calms you down, lavender. Or some of my favorites are what we call nervine tonics, or herbs that really help restore the nervous system, especially during huge rounds of stress. So one of my favorites is skullcap, or Scutellaria lactiflora. Skullcap is in the mint family. It's a little green, delicious. And then, of course, I really love oat straw or Avena sativa. So both of those can be made into a really simple tea. Again, 1 or 2 teaspoons, hot water on top, and then let it steep for 20 minutes. I've got a puppy whining in the background, so apparently I got to go check her out. But I just want to hop on today and say my hearts are with you guys. If you guys need any support, please reach out to our channel on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're everywhere now, you guys. And we're happy to help you, give you guys more remedies and support however we can. So good luck, you guys. Please take care of yourselves and your community, and we'll be seeing you soon and hanging out more throughout the year. Bye, guys.